Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're going to do something I didn't think I was ever going to do again. We're going to switch out a bad air conditioner on this little travel trailer. And I didn't think I was ever going to do this again because I've quit doing two-man jobs since Cameron quit me last fall to become a carpenter, because I wasn't going to replace Cameron. And that helps me to slow down a little bit too, because I'm getting to the age where, I'd like to slow down and enjoy life a little bit more. And some woman was yelling. I was like, she's yelling at me? No, she's yelling at the dog. But yeah, the only reason I'm switching this out today is because this gentleman has a piece of equipment. He's going to set the old one off and set the new one on. And that's the only reason I'm doing this air conditioner. And this is probably going to be the last one, because this is, having a piece of equipment to take everything on and off the roof is not common. So let's get inside and get ready to take it off while the gentleman goes get these equipment. All right, the grill's already gone where the filter's at. Now we just need to get the rest of this plastic down, so that we can get to the 4 bolts that hold this air conditioner down. This old air conditioner is a Brisk Air. It's a Dometic Brisk Air. The new one is a Dometic Fresh Jet. So they have discontinued the Brisk Air, I am assuming, and come out with a new model they're calling the Fresh Jet. I asked the lady at Dometic when I was calling to get price and availability. Asked her, well, what's the difference between the two? And she said, well, the Brisk Air had a metal base plate. The Fresh Jet has a plastic base plate. Not really excited about that change. She said it's much lighter. Or she said it's lighter, it's quieter, moves more air, which those things are good. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the plastic base plates. Of course, the Dometic, was it the Penguin? It's had a plastic base plate for a long time. It is what it is. I guess it's the way of the world. Everything's going plastic, getting cheaper. So, but it costs more. Get these 6 screws out here. This grill will drop down out of our way. Not drop down, it gets out of the way. Now we can get to our 4 bolts that actually, clamp bolts is what they're called. The ones that actually hold the air conditioner to the roof. They clamp the air conditioner to the roof so that the foam seal will seal against your roof. In theory, that's how it's supposed to work. We don't have to deal with any of the electrical today, because this camper is about 4 years old, and so it's already got the digital controls. The controls are fine. It's just the air conditioner has no Freon in it. I diagnosed this last week. Did not do a video. Yeah, she didn't have any Freon in her, so we're just going to switch out the upper unit. So there's a 6-pin connector right here that connects the upper unit to the control box. We have to undo that and there's a freeze sensor stuck in the coils up here. We need to get that out like that, and then that upper unit's ready to come off. Matter of fact, I should be able to raise it up. Not tall enough. I need Cameron. He's tall enough. I'm not gonna bother bringing a ladder in here to do that with. When I get up on the roof, I'll be able to lift it up. And that's when I'll be back after we get the new one set over the hole. I'll tell you what I think of it when I take it out of the box, because I haven't done that yet. See how flexible it is? Because that was the problem with the I think it's the Penguin model. When it first came out with the plastic base plate, it was really flexible, too flexible. Because you get it, those usually lag bolt to the roof. You get that thing lag bolt to the roof and you couldn't get the shroud back on it. It would be a nightmare trying to get the shroud back on it and get all the screws lined up, because the base of the air conditioner got all cattywampus on us. So like I say, as soon as we get the new one set over the hole, I'll be back. All right, we got the new one up here on the roof. That was very rude to my customer. I'm sorry, Mr. Customer.
Nah, you just told me to shut up. That's all.
That's all. I mean, right? We got the new one set up on the roof. Now we get to put these clamp bolts back in, clamp her down, bolt her down, and as far as the plastic base goes, I don't know. Seemed pretty rigid. Of course, now I didn't take the shroud off, because once you take the shroud off, now that base, that plastic base might get a little bit floppy, but I don't know. Seemed okay. Didn't seem too much lighter to me, or maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know, but let's get this thing clamped down, and we'll get this thing finished up and get out of this gentleman's hair. Oh crap! Poster. All right. Whew. Y'all got dusty. Where'd all that dust come from all of a sudden? Now, you don't want to go crazy on these clamp bolts. Generally speaking, you want to compress that foam gasket about halfway. And I just kind of do it by feel and make sure all 4 bolts are about the same tension. And then we need to do some sealing between the cold air return, or the warm air return, and the cold air exhaust. I'm gonna have to go get my little ladder so I can reach up in there. And this freeze sensor just goes right in those coils at like a 45-degree angle, about an inch above the bottom or so. I think they say second coil. So we didn't have to do any electric. So let me finish snugging this up and get the freeze sensor in. Do some taping up here with some aluminum tape, and then I'll just be back to wrap this up, because y'all can't see that anyway. And I'll be back. All right, I got my little ladder. got the freeze sensor put in. Now I'm gonna take some aluminum tape and tape up the little air dam between the intake and exhaust. This guy had a pretty significant leak there when I came to diagnose it. Part of that air dam had come loose. Like I said, it's a pretty good leak. That probably contributed to the demise of his old air conditioner, because I think what was going on, what will happen if you get a leak, your air conditioner will freeze up, and when it freezes up, if you leave it on and just let it continue to do that, run while it's froze up, causes a tremendous amount of pressure in the system. and enough pressure to where eventually it's going to damage something. And I kind of think maybe that's what happened. Of course, then there's always the whole, they just build crappy air conditioners nowadays, and they just don't seem to last very many years anymore. So one of them two things, either the freezing up caused an issue, or just a crappy air conditioner. Who knows? I'm gonna finish taping this up. I tell you what, I think we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this video while I'm taping. As always, I really appreciate you watching my videos. To everybody that's subscribed and leaves me comments and stuff, I really do appreciate it. I do ask one thing though. Before you click comment to send a comment, please spell check a little bit. Some of these comments I get, I can't make heads or tails of them. And I know probably some people think I'm rude, but and I don't think they're coming from foreign countries. I think they're English speaking people, but man, I tell you, some of these comments, I can't make heads or tails out of them. I can't understand it. So spell check, people, please. That's all I got for today. I am going to go up the road and fix at least one more today, maybe two. And I suggest that you guys have a fantastic day. That's all I got. We'll test this thing, of course. I did remember to pull my connector down to hook the upper and the lower unit together, and I don't anticipate any problems. If there is some kind of issue, I might bring it back. Other than that, y'all have a great day. Actually, first impressions, I don't know, it does seem quieter. It does seem to move quite a bit of air. I mean, I can't test that, scientifically, but yeah, I don't know. I think the Fresh Jet will probably be okay. Sorry. Spring, froggy throat. Everybody's got it. Y'all have a good day.